What was the defining moment? I want you to think about what was that one moment that made you decide that the corporate life or the trade life or just that general 9 to 5 life wasn't for you? At what point did you realize you don't want to do this anymore? You need to think about that, and I want you to hold on to that thought for the rest of this video, because what I'm going to walk you through is how to destigmatize quitting that 9 to 5, how to normalize building businesses, creating brands, and making money, and how you can escape that if you've got to that pivotal moment. My name's Liam. I'm an online entrepreneur, growth hacker, whatever you want to call it. The short takeaway is I build cool brands, I mentor people, and I teach people how to do the exact same thing that I do to learn how to build brands and make money online. However, I used to be just like everybody else. I worked a corporate job at an investment bank. It was long hours. I learned a lot of skills. I built some good connections, but much like you watching the video, I knew that I wanted to do something different. I got to that pivotal moment where I said to myself, this isn't for me. The point at which I got to that moment was when we had 2 entrepreneurs come into the bank. These guys were super cool. They were dressed in t-shirts, shorts, totally cool, chill dudes, and I got along with them really well. I actually didn't know they were clients of our bank at that time. So we had a good chat, they walked away, they went off back to where they live on the beach. These were 2 best mates from high school, and they'd built a really cool business. One of my colleagues came up to me and they said, do you know who those guys were? And they mentioned the names. They were founders of a giant tech company. Those 2 guys that I just spoken with had exited their company for over $50 million. Now, that is a lot of money. However, it's 2 normal, super chill guys that built a tech company that just sent emails. It was literally just an email company. So they built an email company from their basement, scaled it up, and then here they were at a bank talking to Junior Liam, the associate at that particular bank, and they just flipped that company for $50 million. That was my aha moment. What I want this video to be for you, I want the video to be your aha moment. I want you to watch this video and say, all right, here's what I'm doing. I get up, I go to this job, I work, I go home, it's not for me. But what's the catalyst that's gonna push me away from that? Let this video be your catalyst. In the same way that I met 2 guys who flipped their company for $50 million, absolutely chillest guys, coolest dudes in the world. In the same way that that was my pivotal moment to leave the bank and try and start my own online ventures, which eventually did work and which I'm gonna show you how to do, I want this video to be the same moment for you. Because if you're gonna destigmatize actually taking a little bit of a risk and doing something that's not considered normal, what you're gonna find is you're gonna attract more people that have that same mindset, and that's then gonna fuel and help elevate you away from the boring 9 to 5, as cliche as that sounds. So please let this video be your pivotal moment towards quitting that 9 to 5. I also want you to think about the challenges and like why you want to leave the 9 to 5. Because generally speaking, the main reason is money. People want to leave it because they want to make more money to be able to get the freedom to do the stuff that they want to do. I personally am obsessed with work. That's my vice, that's what I love. So every time I build a brand that makes a stack of money, all I want to do is build another brand. You may want to do something online that makes you a significant amount of money that's just enough for you to live comfortably. You might not want to be all in on this and do this forever, the same way that I do it. And that's totally fine. But what I want you to think about is the pain point, which is why do I want to leave? And if the reason that you want to leave is to make money, that's totally fine. If that's why you want to leave, you are actually in the right place. And what I'm gonna do in this video is I'm gonna destigmatize moving away from the 9 to 5, and I'm gonna normalize how and why you should be looking to be able to build something that can generate money online. There's a number of ways to do this. Before I get into a few, I just wanna mention I've got an A to Z playbook on how to do this with every single brand that I've built for myself, with every single brand that I've built for the people I've worked with. I can give you that for free. I'm on Instagram all the time. Drop me a DM. I'll just give it to you completely free of charge. Won't be able to go through everything in the video, but I'm just gonna show you the basics that's gonna help you move away from that 9 to 5 so you can actually do something that makes more money, that helps you live a better quality of life. The first quick thing I wanna talk about is the actual act of leaving a business. Now, you don't need to leave straight away. What you can do is set yourself up with a plan. They say if you fail to plan, then you plan to fail. Now, I'm not telling you to execute a management consulting style 300-page document on what you're gonna do, but you do need a brief roadmap. As I said again, DM me, I'll send you one for free. But generally speaking, you should know what you're gonna do and how you're gonna do it. In a lot of my content, I talk about following trends and then building brands around those trends so you can ride the wave to make money. You can still learn about this after hours whilst working a 9 to 5 job. Another thing that you can do is start a side hustle to normalize and destigmatize making money outside your job. This could be something as simple and boring as selling one product or selling one ebook or doing one task for someone. or even just driving an Uber for an hour. This is just 4 things, right? But it's 4 things outside of your 9 to 5. And the second that you see money come in from a thing outside what you're typically used to, it's gonna normalize more money coming in from outside what you're doing. So before you take the big plunge, I'm definitely never gonna tell anyone to quit their job straight away. What I am gonna tell you is you have to have a basic idea of what you wanna do, which I can help with. And I believe that idea should be following trends. And then you basically need an idea on how to do it. Again, I've got an A to Z, I can give it to you for free, and I can show you how to do this and how to plug brands into trends that you've identified. And then the other thing is, you just simply need to destigmatize making money outside your work. For a lot of people, the scariest part is, if I leave work, I'm not gonna have any money. If you make any money doing anything outside your job whilst working your job, you're gonna immediately normalize it. As I said, if you sell one product, one ebook, one digital product, do one service, provide one thing to a customer of value and get paid for it, you're gonna normalize making money outside of your 9 to 5. Then you need to get ready for life as an entrepreneur. Now, it's not gonna be easy. There's gonna be a lot of stress, a lot of challenges, but here is the key takeaway that's gonna help you succeed as an entrepreneur. If you take nothing else away from this video, I want you to take away this for the rest of your life. Your network is your net worth. And when you're an entrepreneur, sadly, you're gonna lose a lot of friends. But the good news is they're not the type of friends that you're gonna want anyway. If your network is your net worth and you're hanging out with 3 people that are worth $3 collectively, you're not gonna be able to get anywhere. So the most instrumental part of your journey leaving the 9 to 5 is gonna be surrounding yourself with people who have the same mindset as you. If you do this, it's gonna elevate you and it's gonna get you exactly where you need to be, and it's gonna make the whole process a lot scarier for you. Now, I also want you to think about what's gonna drive you once you eventually do destigmatize making money outside of your job, once you do come up with a topic using the tools and techniques that I'm gonna teach you by following trends, creating brands around those trends, selling a small amount of that brand, making a little bit of profit, and then scaling it up. Once you've made that decision to leave, you need a guiding compass, which is why you don't want to go back. That guiding compass is going to keep you on the path to making more money in your own business, and it's going to stop you from going back. I have seen too many people who launch a business, they try one thing, the thing fails, and they go back to the 9 to 5. They do that because they're going back to comfort. I want you to think about the main things that you hate about doing it and why you want to leave it. If you're constantly thinking about why you hate it, what's the pain point, what's the main reason that got you out of that grind to begin with? What pushed you outside your comfort zone to start a brand or a business or sell something online, whether it's a product or service that makes money? What took you out of that? And I want that to be your guiding compass. The difference between a loser and a winner is a loser will cop 1 loss and go back to the norm. A winner is willing to cop 100 losses to find the thing that is going to make the amount of money that's going to give them the life that they want. So I want you to take a winner's mindset, and whatever it is that pushed you to get out of the 9 to 5, I want you to hold on to it, because that's going to be your guiding compass in the business that you're going to build to make more money than you made in the 9 to 5 anyway. So hold on to this as your guiding compass when you eventually do make that decision to leave. So here's the conclusion. The key takeaway that I want you to take home with you after this video is that it is normal to be able to achieve what some people call financial freedom. I just call it making shitloads of money, but some people call it financial freedom. It is possible to achieve this. And the second that you destigmatize it and normalize it, that's the second when it's gonna start to happen. The other takeaway that I want you to take from this video is it's also possible, specifically with the right guidance and the right people. What did I say before? Your network is your net worth. Now, I'm not telling you to just place me in your network, but what I'm saying is if you need another tool in your arsenal, you can get complete access to me and my team and my content for free. As I said, I've got a full A to Z playbook on exactly how I've helped build other people's brands, students, members, clients, my own brands, a portfolio currently sitting at around 7 or 8 brands, all making 6 figures per month. If you want the A to Z for that for free, just DM me on Instagram, drop me a link, drop me an email, and we'll just give it to you free of charge. Doesn't cost anything, and it's gonna basically take you through everything that we do. So instead of watching an hour-long video here with me today, just drop me a DM and we'll give you that for free. But the key takeaway is you have to normalize what we're doing. You have to surround yourself with people who are going to elevate you. You need to remember that this journey is going to be made so much more simple when you have the right education, the right people, specialists, techniques, practitioners, people that have done what you want to do. If you're hanging around people like that, and if you're learning from people who have done exactly what you want to do, I promise you this journey is going to be so much easier. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you took some value away from it. As I said, if you want more value, drop us a DM. I'll shoot you my A to Z guide for free. And this is how to destigmatize leaving the 9 to 5 to hopefully put you on the path to where you need to be to make the amount of money that you should be making for yourself. Thank you for watching.